We do have Mero on the line.
I played with Stauskas as mine in the charity game. That's it. That's all I got.
Mero, have you ever played with an NBA player? Have you ever
Have I ever played with an NBA player?
Yeah.
Like in my
even just
on a
pickup.
team?
Yeah, even just pickup.
Oh, pickup? Nah, man. Nah, actually, you know why? Because I know what I know and I know what I don't know. I know my limitations.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, so this is a true story.
Yeah.
I hit my growth spurt coming out of 8th grade, going into high school. And I went from like 5'8" or something to like 6'2", which I am now, but I didn't gain any weight. So I just had and I walked everywhere. So my calves were like the size of like, you know what I mean? Like your eldest child's head. So I used to be able to dunk. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I would just do this and be like, yo, throw the ball up. I'm going to jump and dunk it. Bro. And then I got hit by a car and all that went out the window. So I still like to say this. No, I've never played with an NBA player, but I would like to. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
You could ask Melo because, obviously you guys do 7 p.m. in Brooklyn together. I mean, look, I was a fan of your previous episodes, your previous shows as well. I was excited to hear that you were doing the podcast with Melo. And I'm actually, you know what, listening to the show, and this is the feedback I'm just, you didn't ask for, but I'm going to give it to you. You've done a great job getting Melo he's such a chill personality, but you brought the energy out of him. And when you see the energy come out of Melo, too, he's a great personality. I love those stories you got. So just want to say, first off, I appreciate the show. Who approached who with the idea to do this?
Shout out to Wave Sports and Entertainment. They are the entity behind 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. They reached out and they were like, yo, listen, man, I think Melo's looking to come into this space and y'all are familiar with each other. You know what I mean? You guys know each other. It makes sense. Are you with it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm with it, bro. Like Melo wants to work with me. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. So, it was an easy, you know what I'm saying, decision to make, obviously. But then, getting into it, like you said, like I pride myself on whatever I do. Like I bring energy to like the set, right? Yeah. So like not just like my co-host or whoever's I'm performing with or doing whatever with, but bro, the PAs, man, like you know what I mean? Like I'm like I always say one thing. I did TMG podcast with Noel Miller. Shout out to Noel Miller. My thing is this: if you get the camera ops and the audio guys, like,
oh, they're cracking. yeah.
You got one, bro. You got one. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, yeah. I was like, we got a banger here, baby. You know what I mean? So obviously Melo, opened up. You know what I mean? And that's the real Melo. You know what I mean? Like the Melo on 7 p.m. is like the real Carmelo Anthony. It's just, when you're a professional athlete, obviously you got to be very measured in the way you do media, and like you have to have media training and all that stuff. But once you retire, man, it's like gloves is off. Let's just talk about let's talk our, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. It's just a family show, so I just censored myself.
I appreciate that. No, it's good. Yeah, I was gonna. Okay, so the follow up question there is: when did you first meet Carmelo? And does he know that you used to always say Carmelo Anthony? Like that was like your thing.
So like obviously like Bodega Boys, like Decent Mero, like the whole that run was hit a lot of people.
Yeah,
Melo was one of them. When I was at Viceland, he was in the building a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like he was. Like I don't know if he was trying to do something with Vice Sports or they were building something, but he was in the building a lot and he stopped by a few times.
Okay.
And that was like the initial meeting. Like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? I'm Mero, da-da-da-da. Huge fan. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for putting the team on your back. All that good stuff. And then fast forward, Showtime comes along and did an interview with him on Showtime and then kind of just like caught up, right? Like, yo, what you been up to? What you been doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then fast forward again to now, which was when I say now, I mean like almost like a year ago, because this has been in the works for a long time. You know what I mean? Like it was like, hey, we're gonna do this. We don't know when we're gonna launch, but this is the idea. Like let's ideate, let's make something pop. You know what I mean? So shout out to EJ, TD, Piers, Emily, man, like the whole team over there. They know what they're doing. So they're like, well, let's put some baking soda and some vinegar in this thing, and there's gonna be a chemical reaction.
So you said earlier that like the show is just Melo being Melo, and he can kind of be himself now that he's retired and stuff. You are obviously always going to be you, but this show has such a different vibe than a lot of player podcasts where, you know, the host or co-host is kind of taking a back seat, just kind of steering the conversation, agree and move it forward. You're obviously a lot more in there. Melo's really receptive to that. Was that something that took a little bit of time, or you guys both just kind of naturally snapped into, hey, Mero being Mero and Melo being Melo, it just works?
Yeah, no, it just works because like you were saying, Lou, like he's a very chill guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his demeanor. It's just like yo, I'm relaxed, I'm chill, and I'm just like on 10 all the time. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. So you put that together and you get a happy medium. You know? And yeah, nah, man. Like it didn't really take any like props to Melo because he got in there and he got like we hit our stride like immediately almost. You know what I mean? We after episode 1, you working out the kinks, whatever, but then episode 2 with Jadakiss. You know what I mean? Like, boom, like, rocket fuel. So, and we hang out, before and after the show. We just like chop it up. Yeah. What's going on, regular stuff, and it's just like a hang. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what that's the energy that I bring to stuff. It's just like if I'm hosting something, if I'm, involved in something, I'm just trying to bring good energy, but also speak my piece, you know what I mean? Because I've been doing this media stuff for, 15 years. So, whenever we talk about culture stuff, media stuff, if I'm talking about, pin downs, pick and rolls, curls, all that stuff, I'm like, yo, that's all you, Melo. You know what I mean? But then when we talk about, media, how stuff is changing, TV, music, writing, all that type of stuff. And we have guests that are, from the world of sports and also from, entertainment, like Jada, Method Man we had last time. So, there's a lot of like overlap. It's not just straight up, X's and O's basketball talk. You know what I mean? Or like who's the GOAT? You know what I mean? Like it's more like, yo, if we're hanging out at a barbershop and a lot of the guys there are into basketball. Yeah, you're just stepping into a waiting room where there's a lot of dudes that are into basketball, but that's not all we're into. There's everything else is going on. You know what I mean? Something went viral. This album's coming out. There's always music playing. You know what I mean? When we're there getting ready. So, it's more than basketball, but basketball is very important.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you guys are trailblazers in this because every player. There's a lot of player podcasts coming out now, but the usual player podcast has the player and then a white guy that agrees with everything that the players say.
I was gonna say the white dude, the LA white dude with the little beanie on. It's like, yeah.
And they've been friends since high school or something, but usually they're just there to set up the question and nod.
yo, tee this up, and then just be like, yeah. Every time they cut to bro, he's just like.
I'm very aware right now of how much I'm nodding, by the way.
That's not you, Blake. That's not you, man.
That's not you. That's not you. You've been doing this. You're a pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly. No, but I mean, okay, so we're seeing a lot of player led podcasts, right? I mean, LeBron just launched one with JJ Redick. It's actually wild that LeBron turned his white co-host into JJ Redick, but what are some like?
It's LeBron. He can't just get any white guy. You gotta get
it's got to be like the #1 basketball podcast.
Number one white guy.
Yeah.
Number 1 white guy. The power rankings. JJ Redick.
Honestly, we could do a white guy power rankings if you want to. This that type of show. No, but for you, like, what do you think makes your show in particular different and distinct, right? Because you know what I mean? Because there are a lot of options for people to choose from. Like, you could hear from almost anybody now. I know why I like 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and I'm like, this is not just because you're on the show and I'm gassing you up. Like, I know why I listen to it, but I want to hear you explain what makes you guys different in particular.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's more than basketball. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're a casual basketball fan, you could be into it. If you're a super, super serious basketball fan that's going to watch the LeBron podcast, and he's talking about pin downs and, you know what I mean?
He's drinking wine and talking about pin downs with JJ Redick, man.
Yeah, like the X5 and the 4 is going to move to the outside left elbow, top of the key in the corner. I'm like, so it's like, damn, dog. But so I'll say this much. What sets 7 p.m. in Brooklyn apart is that it's pure, unfiltered, authentic. You know what I mean? Like the producers were like, yo, Mero, we know what you do. Just go. Melo, we know what you do. Just go. You know what I mean? So there's no kind of like, there's no restricted chip on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It says 220 on the dash. We could do 220. You know what I mean? And there's gonna be stuff in there that appeals to everybody. Not just fans of basketball. So we have the F with it or F out of here segment. You know what I mean? Which is #1 segment in America.
Hey.
Talking about pop culture stuff. So even if you just tune in for that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I bring the comedy element, you know what I'm saying? Melo brings the knowledge of the hoops and everything. And also, Melo's a funny dude. Melo's a sneaky, funny dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're on episode 13, I think. I don't even know what episode we're on because I'm just having mad fun doing it. But the difference is, bro, when you sit there, you're going to feel like you're just a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
You're not feeling like...
That's exactly it.
You're being presented this program. You know what I mean? You feel like, yo, I'm in.
All right.
We got to reconnect because we got a ton more for Mero about the show and about the Knicks, obviously. And also,
Knicks,
there's also, he's got a couple, I mean, obviously he's got the Yankees hat on, but he's got a couple Yankees prints in the background. I know it's a Raptors show, but we're getting right. The MLB season opened today with Shohei overseas and big RBI single to the Dodgers 1-0 in the Shohei era. We're going to have to get a little vibe check on the Yankees. Who have had a pretty tumultuous spring training year. So we'll try to get Mero back, but we got a lot more basketball stuff for him too.
It says the Raptors show, but we talking anything but Raptors in segment 1. Don't worry about this. We got Mero back on the line. You're explaining what makes the show unique, and you said that it's like you're a fly on the wall, and people are hanging out, and
and then
that's the vibe for sure.
And then my internet was just like, yo, you thought. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, hyping up your show like that. But it's really like what I was saying before I froze, like in a weird pose, was that it's like you're a fly on the wall. You're just hanging out. You're a part of the conversation, but you're just not saying something because you're a little too high. You're just like in the back, like reserved. You know what I mean? Just chilling, like observing. But that's what it is, man. It feels like you're a part of the conversation.
Gotcha.
And like jump in the comments, man. Become part of the convo.
There you go. Well, I think you were talking about this too, but I wanted to ask you here. You're explaining the importance of owning your own show, owning your own product, things like that. Walk me through some of that, because obviously a lot of people obviously know you from the previous shows that you did, which were shows that you, I'm at least this is what I understand. This is shows that you appeared on, the shows that you agreed to work on, but this is now your show. Yeah. Tell me about the difference there.
Right. So when the difference is you're not beholden to a network, right? You're not beholden to, executives that might not know what they're talking about. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like Issa Rae had a great quote, you know what I mean, a while ago. I'm going to butcher the quote, but it's basically, you got people that are deciding, making creative decisions, but they're not creative people. You know what I mean? So like and that puts your stuff at hazard. You know what I mean? Because like y'all got your joint jumping off, but if somebody comes in and it's like, hey guys, I like the show. I like the Raptors show. I like what you guys got going on. But how about we take the Raptors out of the title and just call it the show? Do that. And you're just like, bro, that makes no sense. What are people, you know what I mean? Like that. These are the types of notes that you get when you don't have executive level talent. And when you own your own situation, you don't have to deal with that. Right. You know what I mean? And also, the buck comes straight to you. You know what I mean?
Listen,
we got fireworks in our
What is going on here?
I've never seen that with anybody else that we brought on the show.
It's that great a point.
I'm saying they know what's up, but it's the truth. It's like
I hear you.
At this point, man, we're hitting a stage in media, dog, where fam, my kids come home and they turn the TV on and they go to YouTube.
Yep.
They're not turning to a certain channel or whatever like that. They go on YouTube. So I'm just like, hey man, look, media is changing. I've been doing this for a long time, and you can see it changing right before your eyes. So get out in front, man. Make smart decisions now. Own your stuff so that when it's time to pop off, if you got to move,
right?
You can take your stuff with you and not leave all this stuff you created behind. Kind of like it's like leasing the car and just giving it back. Like but being broke.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna lease this car and then give it back. Now I got to take the bus. I don't know how to figure
Well, that's the other part of the Issa Rae quote was stick to the money to the other people. Like, let me stick to the creative, you stick to the money. What was the other part of that thought? Okay, so Mero, look, you guys have had, I mean, you're doing a podcast with Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to ask you this question. You've had Method Man on to, hey, man, how'd you become Cheese on the Wire? And like, let's go into that. But are there still guests out there that you're like, man, that would be the guest for me on the show? I got to get this person on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Who's that next guest for you guys?
Oh man, look, I'll be real with you. Like I've been telling Melo this from jump. I'm like, listen, man, you're Team Jordan. Mike don't do interviews. Let's get Mike up here, dog. Let's get Mike up here to talk like unfiltered Mike.
Smoke some cigars.
I mean, with the foot-long cigar and the 2 fingers of scotch in the glass. Let's go.
You might have to do the show like live from the golf course, putting like a couple G's per hole to get Michael that interested in it.
That's no problem. That's no problem. No, that's wow.
And then you know, Mike, and then obviously like you know, a close second, obviously is Melo's draft classmate, LeBron. You know, I mean, who obviously has his own joint jumping off now, but another guy that doesn't do a lot of, you know, media situations that he doesn't own.
No, it's fair.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that was the thing because he did. I was just watching it before doing this, and LeBron's got the uninterrupted hat, uninterrupted shirt. He's got it on the logo on the side. I'm like, all right, man, I get it. All right. We're gonna ask you about the Knicks.
No interruptions.
Yeah, no interruptions, man. We're gonna ask you about the Knicks too. So Knicks are having, at least from the outside, it looks like you guys got great vibes. You know, I was watching that Warriors game, stayed up late to see that one. You guys had like guys playing the whole game. Josh Hart just played the whole game. Deuce McBride. Who even knew Deuce McBride unless you were a hardcore Knicks fan coming into the season?
Yes.
And he's like cashing all these threes.
People around the NBA are like, who's Miles McBride? Oh, Deuce McBride. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was Miles. Okay, yeah. So how you feeling about your Knicks right now?
Listen, so I was telling, shout out to Dan Lebatard, I was telling him earlier, I was like, he's like, yo, this has to be the most hopeful you've been for the Knicks team since, even more so than the Melo era. And I was like, listen, man, I was like, yes. You know what I mean? Because in the Melo era, it was just Melo. You know what I mean? Like there was other guys, right? But it wasn't as cohesive as it is now. You know what I mean? Like now it's like, and bro, listen.
Yeah.
This is the Raptors show. B.
Yeah.
Let's have a real Knicks Raptors conversation.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
This is the first times the Knicks and the Raptors have exchanged assets and both teams have benefited. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
This is not the OG trade was not the Bargnani trade.
Bargnani trade.
You know what I'm saying?
Although elbow injuries for both, just a little bit. Bargnani on the giant missed dunk where he couldn't land right. But yeah.
Yo, did you guys never see Andrea Bargnani before you traded for him? Like, we could have told you, man.
Listen, my thing was just like, yo, because I think that was like one of the first things that Phil did. Was like, you know what I mean? Besides, sign Lamar Odom.
Right.
Who was on crack? To quote Stephen A.
Oh, man.
It was also factual, though.
Yeah, no, it's also a very good Stephen A impression.
Shut the my guy Stephen A. But I think that was the Phil Jackson era where he was just doing whatever.
Yeah.
And I think Phil had like a hard-on for Euro guys. You know what I'm saying? So he was just like, yo, let me get this Euro guy, 7 feet, can shoot. You know what I mean?
It sounds good on paper.
It was Andrea.
It does sound good on paper.
Tremendous.
Andrea sounds good. By the way, the Raptors took him first overall, so you're explaining everything we already knew. Yeah, that was our first overall pick, man.
Straight up, dog. Like, and you think on paper, like this is amazing. Yo, this guy can put the ball on the floor a little bit.
Yeah.
Next Dirk. There you go.
Yeah.
Except nah. Yeah. So, but I say that to say this. OG, tremendous piece, bro. Like made everything else kind of just click. Spacing is like proper now. Like, listen, I loved RJ, bro. And like, I know like on 7 p.m. we called him Bland Man and all this stuff and whatever. But like, you know, but that was literally no shots. It was just the fit was wrong.
Yeah,
RJ is a stud, bro.
Yeah, he's a great player.
RJ's a stud. Yeah. He's a great player, bro. And he's going to cook for y'all, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he is.
Quickley and RJ are going to be stars in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Unless you flip them for somebody else. But like, what better story is there than RJ returning home? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And after leading Team Canada deep, you know what I'm saying, into the national runs. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I say all that to say I'm very confident in this Knicks team, Jalen Brunson, bro. As a hardcore Knicks fan, dog, we have not had a competent floor general that hasn't expired. Because, we had Jason Kidd at like 40 years old.
Yeah.
We had Chauncey Billups at like 40 years old.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, it's been like Marty Collins, Tony Douglas. You know what I mean? Like this revolving
Was it feeling Raymond Felton?
Yeah, the end of the Stephon Marbury era, like pre-Melo.
Yo, what about my guy, Jeremy Lin? What about my Chinese icon, Jeremy Lin, bro? He gave you guys the best 2 weeks of your life.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. It was the best 2 weeks of my life, bro. It was like I went to like Tahiti or something. I had a fair.
It's like a vacation.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been shorty on vacation. We had a fling. Nah. But then, like, all those things, they never felt sustainable.
Yeah.
This feels sustainable.
Yeah.
This feels like, we're going to go on it. Like, this is a team. You know what I mean? It's giving, like, 04 Detroit, where it's like, there's no, like, star. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I sell mad jersey star. Okay, I got balloons now.
What's happening with these bitches? This is hard.
This is how excited we are about Isaiah Hartenstein. It's like he could be the Ben Wallace. Julius Randle could be the Rasheed Wallace. Like, here we go.
I feel like Tibbs got to
OG as Tayshaun Prince is not a bad not a bad translation there either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about Precious, though? Precious can be a bit of a wild boy. In Toronto, he's a wild boy, but I want to know what he's been like in New York.
He's been amazing, dog.
Okay,
and he's a New Yorker. So I was just like, this is great. Like, it's funny because, like, anytime an NBA trade happens, it's like the main pieces and then, like, guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, guy 1, guy 2, guy 3. Right. Precious got thrown in there like guy 1. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, no, this is Precious.
Yeah, he can play.
What I'm saying? Like,
he could play.
He could hoop. This guy could ball. So, you know what I mean? And he's bringing exactly what we were looking for, which is like toughness, like defense, rebounding, you know what I mean? Like, and just movement, man, youth and movement, bro. Like the ball isn't like stuck in one space like it used to be. Like, you know what I mean? It used to be just like kind of like an ISO game, and now it's like more, they're swinging the ball around. Like, I feel like I'm coaching my kids' team.
Yeah.
We got shooters. We got Dante. The whole team can shoot, man. Like, dog, I feel like I'm coaching youth basketball, where I'm just like, I want to see 3 passes before the shot. You know what I mean? And they're doing that. Yeah.
And you guys got the coach's son, man. You guys got Rick Brunson's son running the whole show.
There you go. You know what I mean? So he plays the game the right way.
Yeah, he really does, man. Shout out to Jalen for representing for big heads everywhere.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow. Yeah. You got enough in the NBA. You're all right, man. Okay. So this Knicks team, obviously, you kind of laid it out there. You go back to that 2012 team with Melo and like J.R. Smith and Tyson Chandler were kind of the 2-3 there and stuff. Confidence level right now. I know there's the OG and Julius Randle injury question marks, but let's assume they're back for the playoffs. How high is that confidence level for you? Is it back to like way before Melo confidence level? You think this team has a run in them with the East as open as it is?
Bro, I have like Jordan's retirement level. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan's baseball retirement level of confidence in this Knicks team.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking about the Celtics earlier. Like, the Celtics. Bro, we'll cook the Celtics.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see it. Absolutely. I'm here for that.
Guaranteed.
Hey, I'm not tripping off the Celtics. I'll tell the Knicks the same thing I just told my 10-year-old, you know what I'm saying, travel basketball team. This dude can't go left, bro. Just sit on the right hand, make him go left. He can't go left. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it in the dunk contest, the old glove there to try to prove people wrong. Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
Right. That was shambolic, man. He got a 50 for putting on a glove. I would have loved to see you guys roast him. I also would have loved to see you guys do a video on Grady and Anthony Block getting the jersey exchange.
Hey,
so that would have been classic pieces of material, man. I'm telling you.
Dog, listen, apart from 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, I also have Victory Light. The podcast, which is out now, and we discussed that at length in the latest episode. So, you know what I'm saying? Go look up Victory Lane with the Kid Mero, and we talked about Grady and homie at length. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Adam Silver just scrambling for some way to suspend Grady Dick for a jersey swap. I don't know how. Like, there's no rule he's violating, but gotta get out of here.
You know what's wild to me about the whole situation?
Yeah.
Jalen Suggs was right there.
I know.
Y'all could have had a different viral moment.
I know. And the Magic passed on Grady Dick in the draft as well. There was a potential for them to be like a starting backcourt together.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
Suggs, Black Dick, bro. Killer backcourt, bro.
Killer backcourt for sure, man.
Killer backcourt.
Yeah. No, I actually asked Grady about it yesterday at practice, and he claimed innocence. His excuse was him and Anthony Black are boys since back in the day, but he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing, man. Well,
I tweeted it out. I was like, yo, I keep forgetting that these dudes are like 19 and 20 years old. And at 19 and 20 years old, that is 100% what I would have done.
Dude.
Like,
I'm in my 30s and I would have done it as well. Like we've gotten 3 days of content out of this. So
you know what? That's actually the biggest Raptors storyline for like the last month. I'm not even kidding. Is Grady's jersey swap.
Yeah.
So
that's it. Yeah. That's all we got.
That's the Raptors content we got on the Raptors show.
Yeah, that's why we got eyes on the Blue Jays as much as the Raptors these days. So I got to ask you, Mero. I know you're a baseball guy as well. You got the Yankees hat on and some Yankees art in the back. It's been a weird spring training for the Yankees with the Garrett Cole stuff, the Aaron Judge stuff. How you feeling heading into this season?
Look, man, like it's like typical Yankees, right? Like, next year we got Juan Soto. Let's go. We got a little pitcher. We got Stroman, man. We showed it up. 27 rings, bro. Let's go. And then, Garrett Cole needs an MRI. Oh, Aaron Judge has the issue. I'm like, oh God. Oh, brother, here we go. But luckily, we're not the Mets. So when opening day rolls around, you know what I'm saying? And listen, y'all know. Come on, I'm a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
We don't play for April. You know what I'm saying? We play for hard nipple weather, baby. We play for October. You know what I'm saying? That's what we playing for. Well, I don't give a damn what's going on in April and May, dog. Yeah. Like, talk to me in the summer. You know what I'm saying? When things are shaking out, like, and pennants are being raced for. Gotcha. And shout out to the Jays, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joey Votto.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joey Votto, man. The Jays got two 40-year-olds on the roster.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? We got to
good pickup, dog.
Yeah, we struck out on Ohtani and
got the two older.
We got two 40-year-olds.
We need to fix the vibe. What if we sign the oldest player in the league? He's Canadian. And he's going to post a handwritten letter apologizing to his mom and to Canada. That's where the Jays are at right now.
Goodness. All right, Toronto
it's
Sports
fun,
Radio.
It's
not
fun,
the same
though.
as New York Sports Radio.
Well, listen, y'all are smart though, man. Y'all are smart because if you can't get content via winning, get content somewhere, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just make some noise. Make some noise.
You're right. Well, Mero, bro, we appreciate you so much. Go listen to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Go listen to Victory Light?
Victory Light.
I gotta catch Victory Light. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like 30 episodes, bro.
I'm late. Okay. Well, listen, the Raptors aren't making the playoffs, so I got a lot of time. I got a lot of free time.
But listen, as a Knicks fan that endured many, we're not making the playoffs this year. You know what I mean? Look ahead to next season, dog.
I'm looking ahead.
I'm already looking at who's an unrestricted free agent, who's a restricted free agent, who's a good fit, who's watching the tournament to see who could be the next Grady Dick.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Plus, we can just root for the Knicks in the playoffs because the OG and Precious connection and friend of the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go. We can throw our hat. So
right.
It's certainly not going to be behind Boston or Milwaukee.
Or
Philly's a little complicated with Kyle.
Not Philly. No, I don't care.
Why would you ever do that?
Yeah. Kyle, man, they got Kyle Lowry. That's you gotta. I gotta at least give it some consideration. I was hoping so much that Kyle would land with the Knicks, so I don't have to.
Because you guys are Team Villanova, so you guys might as well get the OG Villanova guy.
Yeah.
But
why not?
But it's good though. You guys got Deuce McBride, bro. Like, all right, man.
Bruh, who apparently was a star quarterback? Like,
I just
I'm like, this is like Charlie Ward all over again, dog.
Right. Wow. No, the vibes are really back, man. We gotta play Go New York, Go New York, Go in the commercial or something.
Yes, please.
No, we're not doing that. It's still Toronto, all right? We're still Toronto. All right, man. I appreciate you, dog.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.